Alright, welcome back to the Folktales faction. We are in the process of making bots so we can free our beavers from manual labor. We're also in the process of making a giant reservoir. Still need the TNT for that, but we are slowly getting there. We're also adding water here. I came in, decided to add more water because I feel like we are struggling still with it. So if we have more places for water to go, then hopefully that will then help everybody get what they need. And then we can have more water in here because we're not needing to pump as much because we have a butt ton of water. So that is the goal. Obviously, to build this stuff we need planks, which we are at this current point in time struggling with hardcore because I decided that it was time to make another cave. So we have beavers making those, we have beavers about to start hopefully mining this stuff. Let's just make sure that this stuff is all green. Alright, so we do have them cutting this stuff down, so they should be able to get their hands on at least one log or what have you. We also have a few beavers down here starting to cut, so probably be in our best interest to play one of those just so we can get those going. This isn't looking too bad. I still haven't done this. I'm gonna let this kind of play out the way it needs to be, and then hopefully after the end of this episode I can come in and maybe delete some of the stuff that doesn't need to be placed here just to help us out, and then we can get this done. We obviously need be needing to put some TNT in here. We are also right here, which it doesn't look like the water really escapes from here. So what we're going to do is, I just dropped my phone. What we're going to do is once we come in here, did I go up one more? Nope, okay. What we're going to do in here is I'm going to place, I don't even know how you guys got here. That's very interesting. How did you guys do? Maybe you guys are building it from below? I don't even know. So I'm gonna end up shutting this off maybe during a drought or whatever, because I have a feeling once we demolish some of this stuff, all these wooden planks are gonna go away. But that's in the attempt to like protect downstairs of bad tides. We're also in the process of building some of our print press and paper mills, because we're gonna need those once we start making books and all the other jazz. We'll prioritize those by haulers. That way we can start going up on water, because I think our max volume that we can actually hold at this current point in time is like 5.3 water. So this will give us to 6, 7, 8, probably almost to 9 with this smaller one. And yes, I know that there's excess here, but there is an idea flowing to maybe put another couple of medium-sized water tanks back there just so we can get those going. I think that pretty much sums everything up of what we're trying to accomplish at this current point in time, along with a bunch of other builds, but our problem right now is basically trees. You know what? We have the beaver power. What would that accomplish? Alright, I like that. That doesn't accomplish jack. That doesn't really get me what I'm after. But if we come over here, we can then add these two, and then that will also help our guys over here. It looks like we got injured beavers, but we have doctor's huts right here. So I'm not 100% why we're having problems. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But we'll get that sorted out. And I'm okay with draining this as long as it gives us extra water. We have other areas that we're growing potatoes, so that shouldn't necessarily be that big of a problem. And let me fix my camera, 'cause no one enjoys that. Dang, that is a lot of dirt. And all that dirt's basically from just drilling out like 3 spots right here. The rest we use TNT on. I did say I was going to come over here and do that, but I mean at this point in time I don't really see a need. I just want to make sure that this is all TNT'd up so that we can get to what we need to get to. Because this all looks all kinds of jacked up. So let's start seeing what kind of problems we got going on here. Because this looks all kinds of funky, if you know what I mean. Alright, that's looking good. Yeah, that looks pretty. That looks all kinds of pretty and jacked up. Alright, we're almost down to the bottom. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a second. Because we don't need that. Holy cow, we got 21 beavers that don't have... Oy. You would think we would do a better job at that. Alright, how are we doing? We got some chassis, we got some heads, we got some limbs. We got some biofuel. Make sure that that stays active because this guy is going to need a lot of that. Alright, yeah, it's the planks. Planks, man. Well, it doesn't help when... Oh, man. Alright. What else can we work on? Might as well max that out. That's maxed out too. Yeah, my thing is, I'm like, I feel like we struggle to do things when we're going through a drought. And it's not necessarily like we're struggling to do it, it's more of like I can't manage water because obviously water is, it is what it is. It's either gonna be there, it's not gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, we're pretty much just self-sufficient at this point. It's like just waiting to get what we need, and then once we have what we need, then going from there. Like I said, I want this stuff built. This stuff can wait because I'd rather focus on these guys getting going, and it's not like we can really do a whole lot at this current point in time with what we have. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on over here. But yeah, we don't, there's not, yeah, we're getting to that point where we're not having a whole lot of problems, which doesn't make for exciting TV, I guess, because we've done it all. We have it all. We have reached the pinnacle of everything. The only thing I'd say is I need to do a better job of making sure we keep planks. So in that nature, all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then where are we at? Right here. And then basically go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and I'll let that kind of play out, and then once this area is done, that red, that red, that red, and then we'll leave this to play out the way it does, and then we'll, yeah. That'll work. Alright, now that we've let that pause and not been able to do anything. Oh look, everything's dead again. Hey, but they're able to get to this finally. That's exciting. Might eventually need to knock this down one level. I don't have high hopes for that, but we'll see. But now that we are actually able to start collecting wood, And I only feel like that because we were able to knock it down some of the bigger items over here. Not what I wanted. We'll come back over here and touch base with that, but at least now we have a spot for a little bit of extra water. You almost think that we should have this open up to where it could do some other things. And then we have power flowing straight through here. That does not... Oh, okay, I was about to say, I was like, man, something don't add up right here. Something do not add up right here at all. And that's why. We might as well. As much as I wanted to test this. That's just on the hopes of this will actually make sense. But yeah, then that'll get all hooked up. Like I said, we have extra power here. It's not, I don't think it's necessary that we actually need it, because most of this is pretty much fully charged up, and yeah. We have enough power over here that we should be fine with what we got. How are we doing over here? I need this built so I can actually start putting stuff up. We got bot chassis. And I might as well play these, right? There's no point in not playing them. That way we have bots assembled. Where do they show up at? I think they show up here in a separate thing. But we should have, what is it? This is the head. He's got 3 heads. I don't know how much his inventory holds, but we have, oh, I guess he can only have 3. This has 12 limbs. And then this has 3 chassis, so we should be able to start putting together some bots pretty quickly. Like I said, I don't know what we're gonna do with the beavers once we're going robot on them. Like we're getting rid of a lot of their jobs. I mean, that would be the end goal. That is pretty cool. Does this go all the way up? Does it build up like the whole thing? It does. Look at that. 36 hours. Good lord. This is usually the first thing that I make a bot certified or whatever. We might do it this time just to help with, I mean, 36 hours, good lord, that's a lot. But we are whatever. They are on the way. We are robot bound. We are in the futuristic time zones now. Monuments. Sure, why not? What does that take? 200 logs. We could build that right now. That's 400 planks. I don't know if I want to build this though. 2,000 gears, 2,000 ferry planks. Oh my goodness. What in the crud? Like, that's almost unconstitutional. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that in good conscience. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, we got 2 bots. Once they finish that one, I mean, I might as well just put them in here and let them roll through it. 10K. 10K for some bots. 7.5. Yes. Let's get that going, because apparently we're about to drop a pretty penny on that. And having them in there, might as well just keep that going. Alright. There we go. We are bot bound. And then we can unlock this in a second. It'll take us another, what, 6 days? Then we can unlock that. Can't we change the... So does it need both of them? That's my question. At this point in time, we're going to get rid of that and storage because we have nothing better to do with our lives. I'm going to do that, and then I want this to be biofuel. But yeah, this will help us get more science. They'll be working overtime for that, and we can just... We'll be happy with that, because that'll give us... Yeah. That'll work out just fine. Supply. Yep, we're oversupplying it. We're just trying to get... Oh, we got water flowing. I don't know where it's flowing at, but flowing. We got green sludge, we got purple sludge, we're about to have puce. Maybe that's what that's called. And puce green. We got emerald green, we got gypsy purple, and then yeah, we got orange. We got a bunch of different colors all over the place. We got yellow. I like it. But yeah, we're going to need... We have enough beaver surplus or whatever to handle our injuries. And that's kind of... I'm okay with that. And then see, right now we're just now starting over. And we don't have any... What are you guys doing? You would think with the amount of stuff you got going on, your life would be a little bit simplistic. But apparently I was wrong on that. Alright, we got water flowing in. Apparently not yet. Let's get out of this. Okay, now we got water flowing in. It only took 2 days to get there, but it is what it is. Let's just hope for like an 8 or 9 day good tide. So these guys can pump heavily. Yeah, we are gouging our tree supply. And then I'll do a little bit better job on that. But yeah, we're building these up, which is good. We're gonna work on these eventually, I'm assuming. Oh, look, there we go. Okay, okay. Yeah, if you can build this one and the one above it, then we would be totally good. Let's actually pause all of this. Because if we can pause that and you guys can build that, then that's something that doesn't need to be built with in the first place. I love it. I love when a plan comes together. How much is this? 400. And we need a buttload of them. I think we only got, okay, so we got 2 over there. Oh, sweet. There we go. This dude's gonna go a baloney on that. Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with that. Getting some beavers to pump water. Mechanical beavers, yeah. That will, especially if they're pumping it that fast. Look at that thing. These guys are moving slow. Bing, 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 bing. Can't keep up with it. Alright, we're gonna watch this, and as that goes up, yeah, we are definitely going to start filling those up. Let's unlock these. Yes. No, make those. Just wanted to unlock it. Oh, there we go. Bots are where it's at. And look, we're day 3 and we're almost pretty much maxed out on our water. Well, I mean old water, we're still like, 2,000 behind, but we are doing what we need to be doing. And this guy's still collecting science, I believe. Yup. And he's too short and he's still doing it really fast. So as long as we, like I said, if I can get, it's gonna take 3 days. That's once we get all the parts. Oh, we got a bot head. We got no limbs. And we got no chassis. Yeah, that's this problem over here. That's definitely that problem. Okay, we have all this built. We have places to put water. That's what we need. We're at day 4. Come on, keep it going with the good stuff. Keep it going with the good stuff. Cannot be upset with that. And then the 80 planks. Yeah, that ain't coming in for a minute. That is not coming in for a minute. Yeah, we're slowly working on that. I'm just amazed at how fast this is filling up. Good lord. Okay, so I've 6. And then this guy's like going ham. Alright. So bots, worth it? Probably. I would agree that they are. Um, 5K. And it unlocks all of them. That's what we wanted. How much does this take? Alright, it might be also beneficial to get one of these things going up in here. We'll let this finish so we can repopulate our science, because it's definitely hurting. But getting someone that can actually get those going, if not just a little bit. I'm not saying our beavers aren't trying, because they're definitely trying. We're building a lot of things that apparently need an arm and a leg to build. So there's that. A lot of planks being needed, especially with the bots, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, they got all their stuff. They only need one more arm. Arm guy, what are you doing here? Oh, you need a plank. You need planks. That's what you need. Yep, that makes sense. So we need one more bot after this, and then we'll be on the up and up for that. But hey, good news, they got this going here, which also takes planks. Hard to believe at one point in time we had 1,000 planks. That's probably the craziest thing I've said in a while. At one point in time we had 1,000 planks. And then we built this thing, and then everything went to crud. Yep, that's what happened. Alright, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Because that'd give us to day 7, which would pretty much almost allow us to fill this thing up. Which is kind of what we were wanting to do in the beginning. So, we can't argue with that. This is able to grow. What I don't understand, and I'm not really going to argue with, is this goes from like 0 to 100 in a second. This obviously takes a little bit of time, which I understand. But where's all that water going? Because like if you look at that thing, it is not pumping any faster than that one or that one. It is pumping the same amount, but these beavers are on steroids and going bing, 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 bing. Crazy. I'm just saying, I understand that that's the point of the beavers. I get it, but you know, stuff I like to point out. Give this woman a plank, man. Just plank her up. Come on now. Alright, so now we're fully full there. This current point in time, I don't even know where to put you. I mean, it might be beneficial to put you here. Alright, let's get that one going. Because, I mean, shoot. Is our problem. Alright, let's go down under here. And let's... Alright, and then... At this point in time, just cut those down and have it be what it is. I can afford to have someone just sit there. Might as well do it. Because we got Jack. How's that? Is that working out better? I don't know if that's going to be working out better. Yep, that ain't helping the situation. But at this current point in time, we're almost up at the top, which, I mean, you can't, beggars can't be choosers at that point. And get that one built. Wait, yep, everything's planks, man. Everything's mother trucking planks. Alright, sweet. We don't need to build all this unnecessary stuff. Now how much power we got? I don't believe that for a second. You're telling me all of this thing costs 3,100, 34. Okay, there it is. We have all of this. That's a lot. And I'm not even done. Like, we have all the way up here to build this junk. I just don't want to build it right now because we're hurting so bad on logs. And it just doesn't seem fair enough to do that. Like me. Yeah, it doesn't really help if we don't have logs. Well, they're starting to cut them down. Yeah. I don't care about your personal problems. Alright, that's not who I'm looking for. We only have 2 of them? I mean, that'd make sense. Not really a whole lot of room down here for excess. Lost my train of thought. At this point in time, we need as much... We need as much as we can get. We might as well get new foliage in. We should be okay, because I think... How are we doing on maple? Yeah, we should be fine. We'll have to give it a second to resupply there a little bit, but anyway, this will be a new, this should get full. It won't get full, but this will get full. a little pool over here will get full, which will then energize all this stuff, and we are able to, yeah, we're going up much higher. And we're probably going to drain this dry again, but if we can get a lot higher than that, then I'm perfectly happy with that. And the drought has started. See, I didn't realize that. I thought when the drought started, like this was kind of like the, I guess the the iron teeth, and this would constantly make this pump. But I guess I was wrong in that aspect. But at least we are now connected to the batteries, the wind turbines, all that other stuff, so that's good, because this will be able to charge these batteries up really quickly. Yep, I like it. Now that we're able to go up another 1,000 with water, and yeah, this 20-day drought ain't gonna be nothing. Gonna be nothing but a drop in the hat. Waiting on bot arms. Yeah, planks are a problem. Planks are a real mother trucking problem. And I only have one gear thing, so most of these things are being contributed to. You know what? I'm going to, and then we're going to pause this just for the time being and get these guys going with, I mean, transferring this wood into as much planks as humanly possible. Because, I mean, we got the logs. Oh, we also are building those, which... let's pause these for right now. There's no need for us to have that many. And then that'll allow us to build these along with these, hopefully, maybe. How are we going? How are we doing? Alright, we got some logs. I'm hoping that they are able to shave that down. There we go. Let's get him going. This is actually one that we probably need to double and like build. You know what? Why not? Probably a bad idea to build it this way, but it is what it is. And then we'll put it in like that. And it needs more planks than we know what to do with. And we're still waiting on that because we have all these which need 30. Alright, well, we got our bots over here working on that. And like I said, they should be able to pretty effectively do what we need done. We'll let these grow back up again. We're gonna need more maple. I heard no objections in the comments for this one. I think I might let this one play and get kind of into the higher digits over here as far as like having planks and whatnot, so that we can get past this and just not do another video like I did last time where I was like a bunch of time lapsing and just cutting in and out and making sure we got builds done and all that other stuff. This one would be like a straight cutaway, like we'd start it and then boom, we'd be in a different position. Because I think that's our biggest issue is one, planks, and I'm not really 100% on how we fix that. But obviously we're dealing with a slow process of like everything, droughts and what have you. But we're going up in water, which is so exciting. I love that for us. And I love that we're being able to lay off beavers, that they're now being able to do what they want with their free time and not have to worry about anything. We're taking care of everything, and 2.5, that's not bad. How are we doing on that? Hey, we are in double digits with planks. Look at that. Been a minute since we've said that. We're barely in there, but we're in double digits. Can't be mad at that. How much we got in there? We're about halfway. Yeah, by the time this is all said and done, I think we'd roughly have about 9K worth of water if we could fill all these up. Which is very possible. How are we doing? Oh, we're about down to single digits. Oh man. Problems in the USA. Hey, why aren't you like doing something useful? That would be extremely helpful to get a set of 4 beavers doing that. If we get this one done, we'll we get those set. We got 4 over here. We could put 4 in here. That might actually work. That'd be interesting. Start getting our builder beavers going. But yeah, it makes me happy to have these. I'm glad that we have these birch going. I wish there were just like 2 and like pine were 3, but beggars can't be choosers at this point. We got what we got. What else could we be doing? I guess monitoring these. Where are we at with this? I want to make sure that these don't get cut again. I'm okay with cutting the bigger ones down, but I want those growing back up so we can reuse them. And then once we're done with this, that will definitely save us on logs. I mean, we still have this one to go, which I would like to get that going because these beavers over here, are they just using catalyst and they're not using biofuel? Oh. Was that really the fastest way to do whatever you just did? I'm not even sure what you just did there. And I probably disagree that that was probably the fastest way to deal with that. Okay, so we got 2 free unemployed bots. Let's go ahead, put those 2 in there because we have 9 coming in here. Once that gets done, yeah, that'll be alright. And plus, these 2 can do more than what a normal beaver can do anyway. I like the blue lights. I'm not gonna lie about that. The blue lights are pretty awesome. Just depends on if we actually have something for them to do. That is so much. I feel like we're missing some. Alright, so that should work. That should cover everything. Yep, that should work. Hello. Alright. Now that I know where I'm looking at. How are we doing? We're just flirting with that line. We are definitely flirting with that line. Alright, so next episode I'm gonna play this. Get us out of this plank deficit that we're in, which will probably take a couple of hours. And we'll definitely go through a couple of cycles. So remember 35 because there's a good chance the next time we watch this you will not be at 35. Or we will not be at 35. So hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, anything that you have will definitely be appreciated, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, gotta slow it down so we can see all our little beavers moving. I'll wait until daytime. But I mean, for most of us, we can all just exit out of the video. You've been here long enough, I get it, I'm boring. But yeah, actually, let's get out of this. I want it to be daytime. I want our beavers to be moving. I want them to be grooving. I want to see a bunch of little angry food dots all over the place. Look at that. That's insane. Look at all those. That is crazy. Just look at it. Oh, it works so beautifully. I loved it. Alright, anyway, hit that like, that subscribe button, leave a comment. Let's see what input you guys got for me. It'll all be beneficial, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.